My name is Amelia with the FutureMaker Lab. Today we are at our downtown campus called NICHE, where we teach culinary art programs. We had the opportunity to film a cooking interview with the Dean of Culinary Arts. Let's go ahead and check it out.
Hey guys, I'm here with Chef Lexi, and she's gonna kind of walk us through on how to make some chicken and potatoes.
All right, so why don't we get started by looking at the knives that we've got today. We're gonna use a couple of different knives. So we've got a traditional chef's knife, sometimes called a French knife. We'll be using that mostly to do our chopping. This is a boning knife. We'll be using this to debone our chicken. We're gonna probably just cook up the chicken breast today. And then a paring knife for the fine hand work. So first thing you wanna do, you do want to take it across a steel. And the sole purpose of this is just to straighten the blade. You do this every time you use your knife, before and after you use it. So ours is a 2-year degree program, so It's an associate's degree, but we also do have a technical certificate. The technical certificate includes our first 2 cooking labs, a few others. You don't get into the specific cuisines. With the technical certificate, we do often recommend, the associate's degree. That's what a lot of times, if you're looking to take that next step in your career, that's what employers are going to be looking for. But the technical degree is great if you just kind of want to get a taste of it and to see what it's like to be, in this program. See how I hold my fingers? It's like a claw. My fingers are curving in ever so slightly at the ends. That means that if I go to cut, my fingertips are not on the outside. If I'm going like this, much more likely to cut myself, okay? So that hold, that grip is really important. Firstly, I'm going to go through the center, just about halfway up, and I'm gonna cut all the way until I get really close to the root. Again, I don't wanna cut the root, because that's gonna keep the onion together for me while I'm doing the chopping. Once I have that, I'm gonna make my next dimension cut, almost all the way through, getting very close to the root, all the way down there, still keeping that root intact. One more thing, when you hold the knife, it's very easy to want yourself to do that. I even felt myself doing it before, but that doesn't give you as good of a control on the knife. I hold it like this, my thumb on this side. Some people are comfortable doing this. I find I have more control like this.
These onions make a lot of people cry. So I know with my brother, that's how he is.
It's constant. We also talk a lot about, food waste, trying to respect the food. Somebody took the time to grow it, right? To pack it, deliver it, all of those things.
It's tricky.
It is, and it takes practice. It's something that we talk to our students about a lot. Take the time at home to cook. Don't just depend on doing it here. It's something that requires those 10,000 hours of practice, right? It's muscle memory. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and throw those in this bowl here.
Okay.
And we're gonna probably just throw these in with our potatoes. So we also have a sanitation class that we have our students take first semester. It is called a Safety and Sanitation. We use what's known as the Serve Safe regime put out by the National Restaurant Association. All of our students have to take that class, which culminates in a pass-fail exam. And in order to go forward in our program, you must pass that test.
So with culinary, what kind of person would be good at culinary?
Somebody who has an attention to detail, somebody who works well with their hands, somebody who has a sense of urgency, who knows how to work with people. Because we like to think of chefs as kind of being alone in the kitchen, creating their genius. But really it takes a village, it takes a team of people to pull off what we do. Having a little bit of industry experience, even if it's, being a car hop for Sonic or washing dishes in a restaurant, just having some know-how of how a kitchen operates. Just who are the players, how do you move in a kitchen? Also, so that it's something you want to do. A lot of time we'll have students come in with very little experience or none at all and very quickly realize, maybe this industry isn't for me. So I would go...
Like that, or?
Yeah, I'd go down.
Okay.
Yep, all right. Yeah, okay, and so just a little thing. Pretty uneven there, right? One's quite taller than the other. And we want consistency.
Got my thumb.
Oh, yeah. And we make them blue so that they don't fall into food and we can't find them.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. So we're just gonna dump our potatoes in here with our onions. And it's gonna be kind of a potato Lyonnaise style thing. We're just gonna roast them in the oven. So we've got our oil. We're gonna do salt and pepper, and then just a little bit of black pepper. Don't wanna go crazy with it because it has a strong flavor. All right, now I'm just gonna throw this in the oven.
Cool.
All right. So now we're gonna move on to the chicken, and we need a different board for that.
Yes.
Let's see what we've got here. All right, so let's look at these guys. So it looks like they have removed the tenderloin. Why don't you go ahead and take your fingers and you just take a little bit
A pinch.
and lightly sprinkle it. I put a fair amount of salt on one side. It's one thing that students learn a lot about when they first get started is training their palates. There's one way to cook at home, right? A different way to cook when you're in industry, and that includes how you season. We tend to use a lot more salt when we work in restaurants, just because people are expecting that really full flavor. When they're at home, they're a little bit more modest with the amount that they use. So now we're gonna be doing what we call a dry cooking method. It does have oil in it, so there is technically a liquid that we're using, but a dry cooking method in that we're not using any water. So we have two different terms here that we're kind of working on. We have saute and we have sear. First thing we're going to do is sear it. Searing gives us a beautiful color on our protein or on our veg, whatever we're searing, but it doesn't cook it all the way through. A saute should cook it all the way through. We're looking for minimal fat, so just enough to kind of coat the bottom of the pan. Fairly dry cooking environment, so not too much liquid on your meat, and high heat. Now I'm going to gently lay this in there. That's a good sound. There's a reaction going on the pan called the Maillard reaction. So the Maillard reaction is the caramelization, essentially, of proteins. Right? That's what makes it nice and brown and sizzly.
I didn't realize how much, how many terms or scientific things there are with culinary.
And it is science. At the end. It is partially art, partially science. Right? So I'm feeling pretty good about this color. Yep, and we're just gonna flip her over.
Oh yeah, that looks good.
Get another one there. We have different colors of cutting boards. I don't know if you've noticed. It's not just to make it look pretty around here, exciting. This is used for poultry.
Okay.
So red one would be used for meat or game meats, things like that, and beef. Blue is for fish, green is for vegetables, and then white is anything that's ready to eat. So anything like if we're carving cooked chicken, or if we're, even if we're just chopping up vegetables for a salad, you can use a white one. All right, so I'm gonna sanitize my board. I just do that between everything that I cut. We're gonna learn about mincing.
Okay.
So usually you make a little bundle like this. If it's with an herb, if it's with basil, you can kind of layer it up and curl it up and make what we call a chiffonade. But this, you get a nice, tight, compact little bundle, and just making very, very, very small cuts. You can definitely make a living wage kind of on the lower end. A lot of it depends on you, right? Like anything in life, the more work that you put into it, luck, playing your cards right, getting certifications, those are all things that add to it. A lot of degree programs, they give you that leg up. A lot of people, if you get towards a point in your life where maybe you're working in the line, maybe you're a sous chef, and you want to get that next level, executive chef, something like that, you're going to need a degree. You're going to need an associate's degree. There is a skill set, right? It's definitely a place to let your creativity run wild, for sure, but it's also a place where there is a right and a wrong, because there are successes and failures. You're looking to get a certain outcome out of what you're doing, and there are certain techniques that just simply have to be applied because of science. In order to make sure that we're serving something safe, we always temp our chicken out to 165.
Okay.
So I'm gonna put that on there. I usually go into the deepest part of the chicken. Give it just a minute. Looks good. We're eating something ready to eat here, right?
Alrighty.
So we wanna wear gloves when we do. Potato and onions, confetti everywhere, just to finish it off. And then we kind of just wipe the edge a little bit here. All right, so voila. I put it down in front of the guests. Protein should be at 6 o'clock, like this is the face of the clock.
Gotcha.
Go ahead and have a taste and see what you think. I think I should have put more salt on it, honestly.
This is pretty good though.
Yeah.
All right, so thank you so much for letting us come out and do this with you.
Thanks for coming to hang out.
If you're interested in a culinary arts program, find a technical college near you. WSU Tech offers some amazing programs here at NICHE. If you like our content, feel free to like, subscribe, and follow us on our socials. Until next time, we'll see you later.